Chairman Mr. Salil Gupte, President Boeing India Private Limited, Vice Chairperson Ms. Kaku Nakhate, President and Country Head, India Bank of America, यानी Vice Chairman Mr. Sanjay Kaul, Chairman and Managing Director, Timken India Limited, Honorary Secretary and Treasurer Mr. Atul Dhaman, Chairman Deloitte India, Ms. Ranjana Khanna, Director General CEO, AmCham India, Executive Member of AmCham, Heads of Corporates, Industry Leaders and Media Partners. It gives me great pleasure to be present amongst members of the American Chamber of Commerce in India. Your presence in large numbers here today reinforces our commitment to not only shared interests in defense industrial collaboration, but more importantly, shared values and shared strategic goals. The recent 2+2 dialogue and the positive and the fruitful conversation between Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi and President Joe Biden have enabled us to look forward to more ambitious and strategic engagements. I met Secretary Lloyd Austin in the Pentagon. I admire his leadership and commitment to our partnership, which he desired as most consequential of our times. I received very positive response from our American colleagues to our keenness for co-development, co-production and investments in research and industry in India. Each successive interaction under the scope of the 2+2 dialogue that we have had in the recent years has opened new opportunities and newer areas of cooperation. In the just concluded 2+2 dialogue, for example, we decided to expand engagements in some of the critical and emerging domains of defense. We have concluded the critically important MOU on space situational awareness to open doors, new engagements in space. Some of the outcomes may seem a logical extension of our deep-rooted strategic ties. While this is very much true, the recent past has seen unprecedented convergence of both our security and the commercial interests, particularly of supply chain concerns. There is also a strong and interconnected track of border business ties between the two countries. When seen from the perspective of strategic convergence, India and the US share a commitment to democratic pluralism and the rule of law. We have a growing convergence of strategic interests as both countries seek a resilient, rules-based international order that safeguards sovereignty and territorial integrity, upholds democratic values, and promotes peace and prosperity for all. Both India and US share a common vision of a free, open, inclusive, and rules-based Indo-Pacific and Indian Ocean region. The India-US comprehensive global strategic partnership is of critical importance for international peace, stability, and prosperity. Our global strategic partnership is based on multifaceted cooperation. Prime Minister Modi and President Biden are committed to strengthening US-India cooperation on clean energy, technology, defense engagements, and to expanding economic and people-to-people ties. They are also committed to continue cooperation to strengthen global health security and global food security. Each of these areas is a critical constituent of our close relationship with the US. We must understand the nature of our comprehensive partnership. Full justice to this partnership cannot be done only through engagements between the governments. There are respective roles for our industry, academia, researchers, media, cultural activists, and the common citizens alike. I would especially like to highlight the role of Indian Americans as well as American friends of India, who I am happy to say make both India and the US equally proud through their hard work and distinguished achievements. Friends, I want to underline the importance of strengthening the commercial and economic pillar of the India-US partnership to advance economic growth and deliver mutual prosperity for both the countries. The India-US economic relationship is one of the defining business relationships of the 21st century. There has been a rebound in bilateral trade between the two countries over the last year, surpassing $113 billion in goods. In the same period, we have started to realize successes in the journey towards the Prime Minister's vision of Atmanirbharta, or self-sufficiency, by increasing India's participation in global supply chains and surpassing the $400 billion mark in exports for the first time in India's history. Trade and investment relationship with the US is an important component of this success story. In the context of this increasing trade, the India-US Trade Policy Forum discussions to expand bilateral trade, remove market access barriers, and improve ease of business become increasingly important. We are also looking to reconvene the India-US Commercial Dialogue and the CEO Forum this year to enhance economic cooperation, boost commercial ties, and develop private sector recommendations for both governments. Friends, the defense pillar of the US-India relationship is strong and growing. It is built on foundational bilateral agreements, military-to-military engagements, cooperation in enhancement of defense capabilities, defense trade and technology cooperation, mutual logistic share, and now a new emphasis on co-development and co-production. Of late, some of the US companies have expanded their local presence in partnership with Indian companies producing in India for India and for the world. However, we believe this is just a beginning. The most effective way of USA can support us today is the development of India as a manufacturing, research and development, and maintenance hub for defense equipment in Asia. At the 2+2 ministerial meeting, we confirmed our intent to advance cooperation in critical and emerging technologies such as advanced communication technology, artificial intelligence, quantum science, STEM, semiconductors, and biotechnology. We look forward to private industry to develop and undertake joint research and development projects, mobilize finance, promote technologies, and enhance technical collaboration. We want to work together for the exchange of best practices and development of technology to enable affordable deployment and commercialization of the CET. Friends, I look at 2020 as a landmark year for India-US science and technology collaboration. This year will see the establishment of an India-US Joint Commission on Science and Technology, the India-US Cyber Dialogue, meeting of the Information and Communication Technology Working Group, and convening of the next India-US Civil Space Joint Working Group. Friends, in a decade, starting from a negligible base, defense supplies from the US have exceeded $20 billion. With increasing business, we aspire for increased investments by the US defense companies in India under the Make in India program. Making full use of the Industrial Security Agreement, we need to facilitate collaboration and indigenization of defense technology and boost participation of the US and Indian companies in each other's defense supply chains. American defense companies are welcome to establish manufacturing facilities in India and compete for Indian and overseas markets, availing of liberalized defense FDI regulations and cost advantages that India may offer. I would draw special attention to the defense industrial corridors created in Uttar Pradesh and Tamil Nadu. Friends, in the spirit of the Prime Minister's vision of Atmanirbharta, India's focus is on developing our domestic capabilities and helping to ensure reliable defense supplies. I exhort companies to take advantage of policy initiatives in India to steadily march from Make in India towards Make for the World. This includes co-production, co-development, investment promotion, and the development of maintenance, repair, and overall facilities. The US companies have not only been source of FDI and employment in India, but also contributing to India's defense exports, which totaled around $2.5 billion to the US in the last 5 years, which is 35% of India's total defense exports achieved during this period. Friends, participation of US entities in joint research and development and industrial collaboration with Indian public and private sectors will be important for success of Atmanirbhar Bharat and for further strengthening the India-US relationship. I look forward to the US companies committing to support the vision of India-US cooperation shared by Prime Minister Modi and President Biden. On our part, a number of initiatives have been taken to facilitate partnership between major OEMs and Indian companies. From increase in FDI limit to improving ease of doing business, and from encouraging innovation through the IDEX platform to an enhanced positive list to give a fillip to manufacture in India, the government is sharply focused on enhancing the share of defense manufacture and exports by India-based companies and joint ventures. Friends, as we move forward to strengthen our relationship, I would like to emphasize the need to move from a buyer-seller relationship to one of partner nations and business partners. I think India and the United States are uniquely poised to leverage each other's strengths for a win-win model in the coming years. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your